Hi sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth, and if you're new, welcome. I received a lovely package from one of my sewing room friends, Kathy, recently, and I wanted to share the butterfly quilt that came in this package. First, she sent this nice piece of pink fabric in with the unfinished quilts here, and they are at least a generation old. Her husband's grandmother, I believe, at least one of these is pretty old. So it came a long time ago in this envelope. The pattern came in this envelope, and the quilter cut out the pattern of this kitten. All the pieces are here, and she also cut out a lot of the applique pieces, and they're tucked away in this envelope, and I just thought I would share this amazing vintage pattern. There is no date on this pattern, but I imagine it's about the same age as the other one that came along with this that I'll share in just a minute. Here are all the beautiful fabrics that were cut out, ready to go for that little kitten quilt, and I'm going to tuck them away for now and show you the other items. Here's a yo-yo pattern that came with a pattern and some fabric, and I would like to share this in a upcoming video because the yo-yo is done a little bit differently than I have done them, so I thought I'd follow along that pattern in a future video. And today's video is about this butterfly quilt. This is a Laura Wheeler design, and it has all the instructions. It has the way to lay out the butterfly, the stitches, and the back side has a lot of information about other needlework activities. Date here is 1946. I did a little bit of research, and I found that Barbara Brackman had mentioned this designer, Laura Wheeler, in a blog post, so I'll leave a link below. It's a little bit of a history lesson about some old quilt patterns. There are some amazing fabrics in here, and it's going to be really fun to put this quilt together. So I have my box ready, and I practiced with one butterfly before filming, and I made a few since, and I will not be doing embroidery for the center of the butterfly. I'm going to use this, I think it's called Baby Rick Rack, and I'll be folding it and kind of laying it like this after I get my butterflies appliqued. Here's a butterfly that needs to be appliqued down, and I'm using some embroidery floss that's number 8, and I'm using some very lightweight interfacing. I placed each butterfly wing face down on the bumpy side of my interfacing. My lightweight interfacing is fusible, so I will be able to fuse the butterfly onto the background square, and otherwise, if it wasn't fusible, I would just pin and do the applique. So I'm cutting around, leaving some excess there, and after sewing these two pieces together all the way around, I can trim away the excess. So I went around the outside of the butterfly wing as close as I could to the edge without, losing that edge. And now I'm going to put a little hole very carefully with some tiny scissors and make an opening in the interfacing so I can turn that butterfly wing right side out. After placing the butterfly wings on my background square, I pressed the wings down, and the interfacing attaches just real lightly. You can pull it off and put it on again. It's not a really firm attachment there, and my background squares are 8.5 inches. I'm going to go around the outside of my wings with some black pearl cotton number 8, and I'm going to do what I call a buttonhole stitch. I think there might be another name for this stitch. And I came out right at the edge, put my knot right at the edge of that wing, and now I am going in just 1/4 inch and putting it through that left side sort of a loop, and that makes that buttonhole stitch, and I'm going to go all the way around. prepared quite a few butterfly wings because I will be driving my mom around to visit some of her friends, and I think I will have some downtime, so I wanted a little handwork to take along with me. So these will be in my bag, and I'll have my butterfly blocks, my pearl cotton, a pair of scissors, and that's about all I will need. I did find the pattern online after doing a little research. The pattern looks slightly different. It is the same pattern. I found it at Morehead State University, and I will leave a link below. It was easy to print out from download, and you will be able to have this pattern if you are interested. I'm looking forward to putting some of these quilt blocks together, and I will be sure to let you know how progress goes here, but these are so pretty. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.